Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad that you're here. Welcome to my channel, Against the Grain. Today's topic is going to be about uh, a variety of things. As you know, it's Black History Month, and don't turn it off. Don't turn it off. But I was just watching a whole bunch of videos, and I've been talking to certain people, and I'm at a loss of what's going on in this world. You all know what's going on. At least a lot of people that watch my channel know what's happening with all this pandering and how all these so-called activists and other organizations are being used just to manipulate the minds and control what people think, control what people do. And it's kind of working. It's been working for a while. That's my cat's tail. It's like a raccoon tail. Anyways, I was watching this show today, and this guy, I was very surprised. This guy was talking about how the school system is failing the white man. He said that white people should be forced to teach their children about Black History Month. I find that very odd because the majority of the people, Black people that I know, do not teach their own children Black History Month. So it's just wrong. And actually, a lot of growing up, I grew up in a white school, and they taught Black History Month, and a lot of the white people in the school that they would avoid even high school and elementary school. You hardly got any history just from the teachers, but when you have the real lessons where you have to be tested on, when you went to high school and college, high school, I remember white people dodging history. They don't want anything to do with history. They don't want to learn their own history. So I just think it's so wrong that this is being forced on people who do not want to be a part of something. I find nothing wrong if white people don't want to know anything about Black History Month or white history. I think it's their choice. If you're in school, yeah, in order to get a passing grade, you're kind of forced into that situation. But other than that, no, it shouldn't be forced on anybody. And it's just, like I said, we live in a crazy world now where we know everything's being forced on everybody, most everybody. And I figured growing up, I remember Black people saying we don't like being forced to do things, and we don't like to be stereotyped and all these other things. And I just don't understand why they feel a need to have people that don't like them to like them. I was trying to fill out with these organizations. I just saw something on X, and there was a picture of a Black woman, and she was in a bathing suit, and she was like just posing, and it said, "Look, Black people are beautiful." Who needs to be convinced that any race is beautiful? Does that make sense to you? Doesn't make I'm starting to feel like this is coming from the left. Okay, it's not coming from conservatives. This is one thing I could separate, and it's the liberals, and the liberals are treating Black people. I find it offensive, by the way, that the left is treating Black people like kids on the school ground, on the playground, that that um, that are being forced to, how do you say, like people are they're forced to like the people on the playground, and nobody likes to be forced to play with somebody on the playground. We know that. We were children. We played on the playground when we were playing basketball, playing soccer, playing whatever, and they came with the other kid, just dragged them along and say, "Here, you got to play with them." And you're like, "Oh man, we're gonna lose." you know, Nobody didn't want to play with somebody being forced with. This is something that we didn't want to do, and it's a horrible situation, and that's why I support free speech, because I see black people when they want to marry, like there's a thing going around right now where they're trying. It's been going around for a while, but it's more pushed now that they want black people to only be with black people, marry black people and black couples. And I can imagine if somebody on social media said that, you know what, um, I want white people to only date whites. I can imagine the backlash they will get. Probably get suspended, have people sent to their house. You know what they do, try to destroy your life. And by the way, I have absolutely no problem with the white race trying to preserve their own white race. See, what the left is doing, they're trying to shame people into thinking that doing that is the wrong thing to do. But what's going on right now in the black community is that they're trying to, the exact same thing is happening. It's like reverse psychology. I support every race trying to preserve their own race. Nothing wrong with that. Asian people do it, Italian people do it. They want Indian people do it. It's been going on for hundreds of years. Well, but they want people to marry within their own race, and it has nothing to do with the color of skin and stuff like that. It has something more to do uh, with other things, like culture. You remember that, people? I'm talking to the left. They want to preserve culture, and when other people come in to your race, it kind of dilutes the culture. So they're trying to preserve it. They're trying to keep it. It's not that they hate black people or they don't want them around. No, they're trying to preserve their own nationality, and there's nothing wrong with that. And that's why I have a lot of hate from people, and a lot of black people, and a lot of people, some people on the right, very little. But like I said, I just feel like preserving what you want to preserve um, in your own home, in your own life, should be something. It should be by choice, and it shouldn't be looked down or frowned upon as racist. So now I got that out of the way. Uh, I just don't like. Actually, I'm still on the same topic. I just don't like the fact that um, a lot of things in our life is being pushed in our faces. I mean, we don't like it when the trans was pushed on us, especially on our children. And I talk to conservatives, even some black people who are liberals. They don't like the alphabet community being pushed on their children or family. And they say it's not that they don't have love for them; they have love for these people, but it's just not a part of their thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. So we have a cabal trying to just put everybody into this situation where they don't have to be. And this is the reason why I support free speech, and even for the white supremacists. And I was going to make a lot of people, black people, mad, or I don't care. If they want to be what they want to be and talk, and like I said, be among their own people, and just want to be with their own group of people, don't want to do anything outside of that group, they have everything. They have a right to do that. It's the same with free speech. They have a right to say what they want to say if they don't want to be around certain people. It's their choice. So, anyways, just wanted to share that with you. My frustration is watching all this uh, pandering. Um, I just don't like it. Anyways, thanks for watching my channel. Please like, subscribe, and peace. We'll talk again.